A very good morning. I've just woken up, the sounds of the birds are still going in the background, and I'm continuing my way towards the coast of France. I've got a big section to go off-road, coming across a few villages as well, and then do the last little bit of highway. And that will bring me hopefully today to a place called Etretat. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but there's some massive cliffs there that I want to see. Now I'll be doing a couple of hours of riding, then probably get some food in a village, and then continuing my way on. Let's get the hell out of this place. Yesterday I was riding here and I just couldn't see anything at all. Starting off nice. Came in there, slid away with my rear wheel there, and now I have found myself stuck in the mud. What a beautiful day. Holy shit, it gets wetter and wetter. Not something I want to be in. No. Now, I've been coming across these ginormous mud sections, and I am not getting any grip whatsoever. So I've grabbed my boxes off, and I've just walked it to the other side of the mud section, and it's about 100-meter stretch, which I am going to turn around, which I'm going to slowly walk. Alright. I just couldn't get through it with the boxes on. Every puddle I went through, my rear wheel was getting stuck. Just no traction whatsoever. Alright. As I was afraid for a little bit earlier in my trip, I knew that it was going to get very wet here in Belgium and the south of the Netherlands. And nothing about that is a lie, because the mud I just came across, ridiculous, where you just can't get any grip in. This is perfect for the riding, but the section of mud I had earlier was quite rough, to be honest. I ended up taking the boxes off because the mud was so deep that the boxes bloody couldn't fit through the ruts. Oh, now
we go out for a beer, it's so clear when you're here, but we never get near enough. We drink and we dance, you don't give it a chance. Is it really romance you feel? When you're around, we both try to pretend you're just a guy and I am just your friend. What if all of my love is yours? What if you were the one I chose? Would you throw me like dirty clothes? Or would we last forever?
Now for breakfast I found myself a bakery and I've gotten some very delicious bread. I'm gonna have some food here. It's starting to rain, so I might just find a drier place to sit and maybe get some of this off. Now one of the things why my grip is not as good as I was hoping it was going to be is that my tires are almost fully burnt up. I've got about half a centimeter left, whereas as they started they were like 2 centimeters, 1.5. A quick behind the screens today, as I'm just flying my drone along to make some aerial footage of me riding the bike. The drone bumped into a tree, which is where the drone is hanging right now, right over there.
Call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home, let me go home. I want to go home, I wanna go home. Why don't you let me go? Well, love feels so break up. I wanna go home. Well, the fool could be caught me fits. I throw away all of.
And that was the end of my drone. Now if you're riding through France, you will come across these things, and they're toll roads. So what you do at a toll road is you drive up to the ticket booth or the ticket screen, and you will get a ticket, and relative to the distance you are going to travel, you will have to pay a certain amount. Rainy as hell. Now I'm gonna have to put my rain suit on. Holy moly. I'm getting drenched here. Unfortunately, I have been getting some shit weather, rain. And as I'm wearing a leather jacket with jeans, my clothes are completely not waterproof. But I've gotten myself rain clothes with me, which I'm gonna put on. Which isn't great either, because from Monday's crash in the water, they're still drenched. Came to the point where I have to pay for my toll, and I'm not sure how this goes, because this is the first time I do something like this. First I have to reinsert the ticket that I've gotten. Which I've put in my wallet. €5.20. Well, that's not all that bad. Bills in there. Okay. €5.20 for 100 kilometers of driving. If you're doing that the entire day, that's gonna add up at some stage. As I'm approaching the French coast, I can feel the temperature getting cooler, the wind getting cooler significantly. Now I'm making it to Etretat, which is a French coastal town, and they've got some of the most beautiful cliffs in France. And if I'm right, we're riding in now. Yes. Welcome to Etretat. Mag ik hier wel in? Ja. I think this way. The city center of Etretat. Now I have managed to find myself a campsite, as there's not really much tracks and stuff around here. I'm not really confident that I can camp in the bush. To go. Now let's have a look. It looks good. This is my campsite. Not too bad at all. €17, and that gives me a good secure place to camp my stuff. Now there wasn't really much dirt tracks or stuff around, so normally I would just camp in the bush, but I couldn't do that here. Now I'm really keen to go into town and to actually go ahead and see the cliffs, which I haven't done yet. But first I want to set up camp so that I'm completely finished for today, and then have a look at the cliffs. I'm gonna set up camp quite quickly and then see if I can get some dinner in town. And I came to Etretat is not because of its wooden buildings that you just saw. It's more because of its chalk cliffs and its pebble beach that I'm walking on right now. And as the waves roll in and out, you can actually hear the pebbles rolling like that as well. Now these cliffs here have got some natural arches in them, and they're stunning to see. Because we're on the west coast, the sun sets into the ocean. I'm gonna enjoy the view. Did you like my video? Let me know. Like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, let me know. Like, share and subscribe.